Changing one single habit is harder than most people think. It's not an easy thing to do, but imagine that there's a whole bunch of habits in your life you want to change, from wanting to start exercising and eating healthy. Maybe you want to reflect and journal or write or meditate. Maybe you want to start waking up earlier, procrastinate less. Maybe you want to declutter your life, simplify, improve your finances. Um, Maybe you want to quit a bad habit like quitting smoking or, social media or sugar. So maybe you have a whole list of habits that you like to change. Changing that is way harder than most people think. And so this is something that I've done in my own personal life, and I've helped thousands of people do. And the way that I offer it right now is through my Fearless Living Academy membership program, where we help people change all of the habits of their life that they're shooting for. It's not an easy thing. It's not a smooth process necessarily, but we have set up the program to help you really improve the process of changing your whole life one habit at a time. I'm Leo Babauta, creator of Zen Habits. I've been on this journey for 20 plus years, changing my whole life. I quit smoking. I started running, lost 70 pounds, started exercising regularly and lifting weights, eating healthier, became vegetarian, then vegan, eat mostly whole foods. I wake up earlier. I procrastinate a lot less. I write regularly. I've decluttered, simplified my life. I got out of debt. Huge changes. And this is just the start. I could list another dozen. But that's just in my own life. And then I started to figure out, how do I help others to do that? And so over the years, for more than 16 years, I've been uh, running programs that help people change their habits. And I've learned some key essential things that I'm going to share with you in this video. How to set up your change so that you can actually change those habits. And this is something that we've set up Fearless Living Academy, the membership program, to help you with. And so I'm going to talk about that program, but also talk about what works, even if you don't join the program. So the first thing is, get clear. What do you want to change? And that's one thing we ask you in Fearless Living Academy is, what are you there for? What are you trying to change in your life? If everything went amazingly, what would you change? And we have a whole library of habit change courses, courses on just talking about the fundamentals of habit change and key habit change skills to develop, but also specific things like creating beautiful mornings and waking up earlier and a beautiful morning routine. We have things on decluttering, on exercise, eating healthy, all of these kinds of things, mindfulness, all of these kinds of habits are there. But what you need to do first is not just try and consume the entire buffet, but get clear, what are the things that you'd like to change? And then what I really encourage you to do is pick one. Now, that's really hard for most people, but we ask you, just commit to one thing right now, and then do the smallest possible version of that for a little while, and then only slowly expand, gradually expand. In Fearless Living Academy, we teach these skills. We have videos on it. We ask you to actually practice it. We have some training program structure so that you can actually train in this, not just consume the content, but actually do these skills that I'm talking about. Accountability is another really big one. People want to do this privately, not show anybody the changes they're making, because they're afraid of looking like an idiot, being messy, not doing it perfectly, failing in front of others. And that's something that we need to overcome. And so from day one in Fearless Living Academy, we ask you to start to share just little bits, safe and easy at first, but eventually it gets it becomes a muscle that you're used to working. It becomes very easy to do. And a lot of people who've been there for a long time, this just becomes second nature. Just share, like, this is how it's going. Oh yeah, I messed up this. I'm doing great here. I've been sticking to this commitment. I've been falling short on this commitment. And it's just an accounting that we do. And that's a habit that I think is a meta habit that really helps. And as you do so, really helping yourself to get back on track. That's another key thing about changing habits is we will fall off track, but we need to come back. And so Fearless Living Academy, through that sharing, we really encourage you to think about how can you get back on track. So it's falling off, coming back, falling off, coming back. And in the coming back multiple times, what you do is you develop resilience. You develop some trust in yourself that you're not going to just fail and then stop. You develop a different self-image of who you are, an ability to bounce back, some self-confidence. This is really huge stuff. And if you do that with one habit, it actually will apply to all the habits you want to do eventually. We have monthly challenges and structure. We have support. You can come and ask for help in the community or ask me personally. I have a coaching thread every week, and I have a workshop every month where you can come and ask me questions. So support is really important. Doing it alone and faltering, struggling on your own is just a miserable experience and is a great way to doom yourself to failure. But if you actually get some support from a community, from a coach, it will actually really help you to continue to move forward, even when it feels like you've been failing. In doing this, we start to change how we talk to ourselves. This is actually we have a whole video course on this that I teach. How we talk to ourselves matters, but we start to change it as we do this. We change how we see ourselves. We change how we treat ourselves when we fail. These are key habit skills that we go over in Fearless Living Academy. I encourage you to join us. I'm going to put a link into the description, but fearlessliving.zenhabits.net. It's an incredible program. We've seen so many changes. People have changed their entire lives. They didn't do it all at once. They did it one at a time. They faltered, they got support. And one thing that's really important about the program is actually you don't feel so alone. You see, oh, they're struggling too. Oh, they have that problem just like I do. It's not a you thing, it's a we thing. We're all struggling in this together. And in doing so, it really is encouraging. And that's a final thing that I want to say is encouragement is the thing that we need. We discourage ourselves so often. We have old patterns of discouragement. It's not helpful. It's trying to protect us, but we're discouraging ourselves. What we want to do is have the habit of encouragement. Fearless Living Academy is designed to give you that from others and from yourself. We train ourselves in this. So those are some of the elements that I think are important for changing all of your habits over time. It takes time. It's a messy process. We need support. We need structure. We need some of these skills. We need the encouragement. I think that we do it for a reasonable price in Fearless Living Academy. Come check it out. I'm there rooting for you, and I'd love to be your support, your encouragement, but also love for you to start training yourself to be that for yourself. Encourage yourself. Whether you join or not, I'm rooting for you. I hope that you take on this endeavor of shifting the things in your life that you've been wanting to shift for years and finally start to create the life that you want. I'm Leo Babauta from Zen Habits. Come join Fearless Living Academy. But otherwise, just be a member of this Zen Habits YouTube community. Give me a thumbs up and like this. Subscribe. I'd love to have you be a part of this. Leave a comment. Let me know what habits you're changing, what you've found, what questions you have. I'd love to hear from you. And then share this with anyone who could use some Zen habits in their lives. Thanks, my friends.